Damn it. Drop your weapons!
Alright, hello everyone, this is Miss Jean Jacket, and I am playing Operator in the early access. And this is a pretty interesting milsim game. Kind of fun for an alpha early access. They just recently had an update, so I'm not going to walk through all this stuff really. I'll skim through it, but it's because you can spend a long time talking about this stuff. So there's an armory, there's a shooting range, and an exterior training area, which is basically like an armory and a shooting range outside. The controls are fairly specific. You have to engage and disengage when opening a door. You scroll it open or closed. You can also kick it open, which is useful sometimes, but in these environments where you're playing solo like I am, it's not necessarily the best practice to do. You might get blown away as soon as you do it. So character customization, I got my whole tactical look going on. Hopefully more customization to the actual character underneath comes. That would be cool. I have this plate carrier. You have to be specific with the plate carriers. They will not baby you and put any plates in there for you. It does not come in by default. You have to select plates for your particular type of vest. So I chose this vest that I have on right now because it allows for a decent amount of magazines, and it has an ATAC. This is most of what I want on my character, so this ATAC, or it's an attack, I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce the acronym, but this comes in handy for missions where it's available. On this wall are your SMGs, your assault rifles, DMRs, shotguns, bolt-action rifles, anti-personnel special weapons, grenade launchers, light machine guns, and a plethora of different types of pistols. These are almost like one-to-ones. I hope all the copyright stuff goes good, because they're pretty damn accurate with their depiction of these weapons and modification of them. So you can modify a lot of different things. I'm going to clear all magazines just to show you. So you need to be very specific with the weapons you have in the magazines, because you have a mag manager. You can see my frag grenades in my flash. So the mag manager, let's say you want to add a magazine for the Glock. I want to add 3 more. These guns are basically set up the way I want them, except for this. I actually want this to be a little further up. That's better. Helps my field of view. I might want to use a hammer scope with the Leopold. It's very specific. You can move things like this. I really like it. I really like how they do this. You can change your eye position, which affects how your scope functions. You can see it change red to blue. Boom, boom. Okay, cool. And let's add these mags. Let's use M995. I want 5 of them. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. I'm going to add 1 more. And then I'm going to add my DMR. For my DMR, I have an SR25. And I'm going to use M993. And as you can see, I chose clear mags for my assault rifle and my DMR. That actually matters. So mag manager. That actually matters. You know, there's a shooting range and stuff. It's fairly nice. My weapons are already set. I want to get straight into an operation.
Drop your weapon and get on the ground!
Didn't mean to do that. I meant to holster my weapon. I just want to get straight into an operation just to show you how this works. And we are going to play the direct action operation Clean House in Connecticut. So we're basically going to clean out this house that has hostiles in it, anywhere between 6 to 12 hostiles. There are civilians present in their house, so be careful of over-penetration into the neighborhood. I haven't hurt any civilians. I don't know if there's actually civilians there, but that's what the setup is. So I'm actually going to give it 30 seconds because I'm going to explain the health system after this. I come from Tarkov, so the health system is fairly familiar, but blood, energy, and hydration we don't have to worry about. There's no actual way to heal heal a limb like a Salewa pack, or no way to surge. But the hemostats and the tourniquets and the morphines and the bandages, they all stop light bleeding, heavy bleeding. They add a painkiller effect, and splints can fix fractures. But as you see, there were very limited amounts of these supplies. And when you get hit in a limb and it gets blacked out, you're basically assed out. So this operation is going to begin. Another thing that's very specific with this game: check your mags and check your chambers. Your guns are not guaranteed to have rounds in the chamber, so you want to make sure that you put a round in your chambers. So I'm checking my weapons, as you can see. And as you can see, you have a high ready stance, flat ready, and low ready for all your weapons. And now we are going to go in. So the target house is this house right there. And from here on out, I'm going to be a little quiet. You're still going to hear me talk, but I'm going to play the game and speak where I feel I can give some information, or just to share my thought process as I go about this. So it doesn't seem like there's any hostiles right there immediately. They can be outside of the house, around the perimeter. They don't spawn in the same location every time. You really need to be careful. And they will shoot you. They don't care that you're not approached to the house. This isn't Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, there's a hostile right there. Now, when we take people down, it's also good practice to make sure they're down. Sometimes you'll hear them groaning, or maybe that's not good practice. I'm not the best tactical LARPer, but since we're here neutralizing targets, we don't want to have a risk of any unconfirmed kills. So we just took one out. They know we're here. I don't see any patrols around the house, and our ATAC is not working. We don't have a drone in the sky. You can't really see the drone anyway, if there was one. And I'm careful aiming down sights because your character will get fatigued over time. And another thing, you can see our heartbeat. That does increase with sprinting, stress, wounds, and it does affect your ability to hear as your heartbeat increases and as your breathing increases. So that can affect your situational awareness. You can also check the rounds you have in the mag. That's why I picked this see-through one, because you can actually see how many actual rounds you have left. Very helpful. So again, I'm playing alone, so there's going to be a bit more of a slow pace going on. They can be anywhere. They've spawned over here, they've spawned outside, they spawn inside. And they do very sneaky things. Very, very sneaky things. So, if you haven't seen a tactic in another game, consider that it is in this one. What the fuck? Did you see that? They left outside the house and went around, and I don't know how far they're going.
God damn it.
Every time you reload, you have to slap the bolt and make sure you have a round in the chamber. I'm just trying to be careful. I don't want anyone sneaking up on me as I clear out the rest of this. I'm just scanning around for intel. Sometimes there's intel that we need to pick up, or that we could pick up. Alright, bottom floor is clear. We're going to clear out the top floor now. We're going to make our way to the top. And we'll try that door.
Piece of shit! Get on the fucking ground right now!
That groaning you hear is an incapacitated but not completely neutralized hostile. Sometimes I hit these cabinets because while we can't open them, they can be opened. And I never know if there's a hostile inside. So we're just checking for intel again. See if we can pick this book up. No. Alright.
God damn it.
I just use my NVGs to see if I can see in there. It's a really low light situation, and the ambient light doesn't necessarily help you see it.
Drop your weapons and get on the ground!
This is like a really close quarters. Oh shit!
Damn it.
Sometimes they'll lay down. Currently have a fracture. Now we're applying the splint. And now we will apply painkillers and it'll radiate out to the other side. Or to the other body parts. I shot through the wall because sometimes they penetrate and they're likely enemies. There have not been any civilians in there. And there's a shower right there, and sometimes they hide in the shower. Someone's closing that door, unless it closed on its own. Was I able to trigger that from the outside? Yeah, I think I triggered that from the outside. Alright, there's that intel. Okay, we got about 13 rounds in this mag. This is back out in the hallway. Alright, let's make our way to the basement. Is that door open? Okay.
Get on the fucking ground now!
Alright, I went under the stairs. Alright, house seems clear. Alright, and at this point we will extract. Now again, I'm playing solo, so this would be much different with teammates, etc. And that is the end of this mission, so that was a little taste of what Operator is like in its 0.09 early alpha access. So, okay, we got all hostiles, and we got all of the intel, and we were only slightly injured. So, alright, and we got a B rating, so that's fairly good. If you like, give it a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.